Xin chào, what's up everybody? Alright, we are on Pastuer Street in District 1 in Saigon. I just got done eating street food for the channel. I just ate what college kids eat for lunch. What's up, dude? I just ate what college kids eat for lunch. Very cheap, very affordable. It was $35K, so like a little over $1. I think before COVID, it was around 97 cents. But it was a very big piece of pork. You'll see the video probably before this. So yeah, we're gonna walk around. Let me explain this area a little bit. We've kind of done it before, but you know, I'm walking around and I film my life as we go, whatever I'm doing that day. Pastuer Street during the day is a restaurant area where the kids come from here. So all these kids, they go to vocational college over here. So this all sets up as restaurants, like impromptu restaurants. And all the things that you see closed, these are all lady bars. So this is like the mecca of lady bars. And if you've missed the lady bar video for some reason, go back and watch it if you want to know all about it. It's a quick and easy way to waste a bunch of money. We occasionally do a live stream down here, and I let the stream take care of the money for the girls in the bar. Not often, we do it every couple months. I'm not hung up on that. It seems to be like Korea has flooded here for live streaming on Africa TV, and then they have a new platform now as well. And you know, the one Korean guy for about a year now, about a year and a half, he's been live streaming Africa TV in the lady bars. He gets one girl, he usually sits outside and then talks to the one girl. She makes up some story that she's got to pay back her family debt, which is far from the truth. I've never met one girl here that's paying back a family debt. That's a much more darker game usually than a lady bar. And what I mean by darker game, that's like usually they'll sell their daughter off to pay the debt, like all together. There's someone in China or some other country, usually not in Vietnam. Or they'll sell the daughter into prostitution, and that's usually not going to be too much seen around here. It's such an open product here, especially lady bars. If you really interview any of these girls, they'll tell you the same thing. They're like, look, I'm gonna get drunk anyways. Why not get paid for getting drunk? Is their motto. So if they're gonna go ahead and do it anyways, they think why not get paid? And then if they're good enough at it, they'll make quick money, and they'll make a lot of money. And they're already gonna be drinkers. You know, these girls are anywhere from 18 to 27, 28. Well, it's the same as partying in college in their mind. And their goal is to get married eventually and leave that behind them. You know? Almost all the girls say the same stuff when you ask them off camera. They like to do what they're doing. They like to be drinking. They like to be partying. They like that someone else pays for it. And then they make money on top of it. They can buy the new iPhone when it comes out. They can buy the new Gucci bag if they save up enough. Maybe they can eventually meet a sugar daddy there that'll buy them presents. Most of those girls got 20 to 30 dudes on the line at any given time that they can call up or text and get them to come to the club or their bar. And then eventually, as they know the guy long enough, they'll start taking her out on dates and paying for shit. I've seen that 100 times. 100 times. It's incredibly hot out today, my guys. We're not talking a little hot. We're talking incredibly hot. Like level 3000. I mean, like hot. I actually really like koi. Let's go in here and get some tea. No camera, wow. Vietnam's getting serious with the no camera inside places. I could probably go in there and film. I want a koi though. Oh, the line is gigantic too on top of it. We'll go down here and get a tea. So yeah, this lady bar mecca, it just extends. You know, we just went down Pasture and then you can turn down here. Starts again. I think at any given time there's 50 to 70 of these things available. I guess this is a nice hotel. Has anybody ever stayed here? It looks nice. We're gonna do the hotel reviews coming up in the next week. So I think we're gonna do 5 hotels in this direct area and see which one I like the best with the best price. So you guys don't have to waste hours online checking which is best. So that's Lady Bar, Lady Bar, Lady Bar. Fatty's is a sports bar that's always open and there's always dudes in there. It's a big daytime drinking spot because there's always some kind of sport on in whatever country these lads are from. Rugby or whatever it is. I do need something to drink. Let me go into the Circle K and get something to replenish my strength from sweating about 900 pounds of sweat. It is incredibly hot today, and I haven't been walking around during the day, so my body's like, what are you doing, son? All right, we're back. We're gonna walk home, but we're gonna take the scenic route. So it's gonna be a 4K walking tour from Pastuer Street to Bason. Benny. Benny is the ward in District 1 in which Bason resides. Bason is where the new Masteries project is with the Marriott that has the $1 million USD apartments. Somebody was asking who's going to buy those. They're not targeted for Vietnamese in any kind of way. They're targeted for foreign, mainly Hong Kong people, Korean, and Japanese and Chinese is the target market for that building. And they sold, I think, 80% of the first building already. And I think 50 or 40% of the second and third already. So they're selling pretty well. That was the target for the Vinhomes Golden River too, but that didn't go as planned, you know. A lot of Vietnamese bought those as investments to rent them out, like the My Lady landlord. It didn't work out too well. And now they're getting greedy, so they're trying to raise the rents in Golden River all across the board. Golden River's up 20%, maybe more, 25%, depending on the unit. 2 bedrooms are renting out for a lot now. For upper floor, around 25 million. So like 1,100 bucks, 1,200 bucks almost. I'm extremely curious to see what they will rent for. I imagine they're going to go high first. Like I said, to make facts of the mortgage, actually sit down and did the math. To make the mortgage work, if you weren't buying it cash, you would need to have somebody renting at like $4,500 a month, and that's with a low percentage. So I don't know. I think that's the highest apartment will attempt to get rent for. Like I said, we'll have to see. Of course, we'll tour it and film it. They wouldn't let me film it when I looked at it, which makes sense. I was okay with that. I'm bushwhacked. I'm not used to being, I got a little bit of heat stroke. Not used to walking around in the super hot sun. It is a barn burner today, my guys and gals. So yeah, just been working hard, putting out videos. You know, we're shooting 3 different videos today. I'll go home, I'll take a shower, I'll edit these 3 videos. I will upload them, do the thumbnails, and then when my wife gets home from work, I will go back out and I will film 3 to 4 videos. So I have a whole dedicated day of not having to film. I film every day. Even when I do that, even if I'll have 5 to 7 in the pipeline, as I call it, it's still impossible for me to take a day off. You know, with my style channel and the way I do things, it's constant workflow. And I have no desire to be like any other channel. I mean, my channel is my channel. It's fat and broke. It's a dude that is having good days some days are bad days, you know. You're seeing into my life pretty much every day. You know who I am. We do long format stuff, so you get to more of a handle on my personality. That's the problem I have with TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and YouTubers that just, it's not even a problem, it's not my thing, you know? They're showing you one thing, and you really don't know anything about that person. It's just not for me. I refuse to do TikTok. Shorts is getting pushed so hard, and now they're adding features to where it automatically will make a short out of a video. So I might just start pumping those up because I don't have to do anything. But as far as me actually putting effort in to make it short, never gonna happen. But I'm gonna experiment with the new feature they have where it automatically makes a short out of an existing video and start posting those. I think it's a shame that all these social media companies are pushing for a 10 to 30 second attention span for people. I think people have a way longer attention span than that. So not everybody has ADD. It's like one of the most misdiagnosed things out there. I wish TikTok would just go away. I don't think TikTok will last forever. TikTok's like a Vine. It'll have its years and then it'll fade away. Something new will come along. I can guarantee you that. That's not even like a maybe. That's a for sure something else will come around. And you're giving up all your data to the CCP. You know, I can't believe it that people are still like willing to use it. Knowingly giving them all the data. Sure, if you don't have anything to hide, whatever. I don't have anything to hide either. I could care less. But I'm not giving the CCP, the largest facial database recognizing system in the world, any more information. I am not down with the CCP in any kind of way. They're the greatest threat out there. Wait until you see what happens when they decide to take Taiwan. I was talking with a Taiwanese subscriber yesterday, and he thinks the same thing. He's like, it's just a matter of time. I'm surprised that they didn't do it when Putin went in to Ukraine. I was pretty shocked. I figured that would have been the perfect time for them. And we would be escalated into an essential World War III. I just don't think anybody wants that right now. I don't think any president wants that. I saw Grandpa Biden said he might run again. Is that dude insane? Like, who would vote for him? I don't think anybody would vote for him. If he gets the ticket, and then if Trump Dump gets the ticket, Trump Dump will waste them, man. People just won't vote for Biden. It'll be the same thing again. We've got to make a bad decision and vote for the lesser of the two evils. I don't really want to talk about politics though, but I just saw it on the news. I turn the news on once a week. All I have access to on my Vietnamese cable is CNN, so I can only watch it for like 2 minutes because they're just, all they talk about is Trump. It's so annoying. I don't care. And I don't care too much about politics. I of course like to know what's going on in case something happens, but I'm not political. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't even believe in any of that shit. I think it's stupid. I do believe you should vote if you can, though, because each vote does make a difference, in my opinion. I'm not an expert in any of this stuff. So we're at the wharf. We're going to take the wharf all the way down to the new bridge, and the new bridge to the left. Yeah, I'm fatigued. I'm fatigued from heat. Definitely a little bit of heat stroke from being in the sun. I'm going to go home, take a shower, edit the videos, sit in some aircon, play with the puppies, and then go back out. So yeah, you know, I've been talking about it a lot, but I'm trying to find a sustainable schedule of different videos per week. I think what it's going to be is 2 to 3 talking topic videos, 1 or 2 motorbike videos, 1 or 2 or 3 food videos, and then travel videos, and then other country travel videos, and kind of keep it at that. I think that's the schedule I want to go with. My whole point is I'm not trying to pigeonhole in this like one thing. I don't want to be a Vietnam vlogger. Like, you know, if you've listened to any of the last videos, I said it very clearly. My plan was to travel around the different countries and use however long I could stay in each one for. And while that won't be really too possible now, I'll be able to do it like a month at a time, which is fine. You know, the plan next year is to go to Japan 2 or 3 times for like a month at a time and really explore a lot of stuff that the vloggers don't explore out there. Of course, the first trip we'll do Tokyo, but then we're getting out of Tokyo and we're going all rural and different cities, and not even the big cities. We're gonna go to some smaller ones. And next time I go to Korea, we won't do any time in Seoul. We'll do maybe a day in Seoul, and I'll try to highlight the rest of the wonders in the country and other areas. And go to all different kinds of countries. India's on the list, Thailand's on the list, Taipei and Taiwan. So that's pretty much the schedule for next year. In what order, I don't know. I'll just show up at a country and we'll be filming. It's kind of how it's gonna go. Oh, they do water this. I didn't even notice the sprinklers. That makes sense. You gotta water this. First time you really see sprinklers in Vietnam. You would think they would start putting in sprinklers everywhere. But boy, they were slow to the sprinkler technology. I think they did a pretty good job with this park. I just don't understand why there's no shade covering and why the seats are metal rocks or just rocks. They could have used some benches and they could have used some enclosures to sit under, in my opinion. But again, that's up to them. So we're coming up on Bac Dang, the wharf. This is where you catch the ferry, the yellow ferry. We're gonna try to do that too. I really can only do 1 or 2 days out of the week during the day and the rest at night. I'm beat. Yeah, it's definitely heat stroke. I know my body. I'm a little lightheaded even. A little woozy and wobbly. In fact, I might sit down and take a break over here. Yep, definitely feeling a little woozy. I drank a whole water. I get back and drink a bunch of water. Yeah, I'm just sweating like crazy. It is so hot out today. You know, it's one of the first days where it's really, 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 really hot out again. All right, I'm gonna take a break, sit down, make sure I don't pass out. It's really the first time this has happened. It's because I've been filming at night. I haven't been going out during the day. I mean, I've been going out and running and walking around my place, going to the gym, but all right, I'll be right back, my guys and gals. Ciao, we're back on our journey back home. Definitely heat stroke, heat exhaustion. I drink that bottle of water. I got another bottle of water, drink it in like a second. I mean, I started walking dead in the middle of the sun directly overhead. Starting to go down a little bit now, so starting to cool off. I think we've only walked this once, so we'll take the long way home. But I'm really excited to go to Japan. The other reason why I'm not going to Japan this year is the flights are bananas. The cheapest flight I could find was $10 million. That is crazy. $150 flight is now somehow quadruple that. Nah, I'm good. I'll wait until there's more regular flights and the flights come back down. That's half of my budget for a trip right there. 10 million. And that, I think I was on Vietjet. It definitely wasn't a top G airline. Vietjet is the worst airline ever created on this planet. Absolutely trash airline. Do not fly it at any cost. Pay the more money for Vietnam Airlines or Bamboo. Vietjet shouldn't even be allowed to operate. It's so shady. What a piece of shit airline. I promise you, if your bag's over 7 kgs, which is nothing, 14 pounds, they're charging you. And then the amount they charge you is insane. It's like 30, 40 bucks. So like by the time they charge you the 30, 40 bucks, the $50 you saved on the flight compared to Vietnam Airlines, you just only saved $10. So, and they don't have food. They're stingy with everything. They have food, but you gotta buy it, and it's just like cups in a noodle. Skip that shitty airline. I'll eventually do a full-fledged video on it because my disdain for it is so strong. Absolute just circus of a airline. I wouldn't work for him if he gave me $1 billion a year either. Well, I would work for him for $1 billion a year. That's just a shitty company. What are they building here? All the little bricks. I wonder why they haven't redone this wharf. This little port out here, this little jetty. Catch some mudfish. These guys, I think, usually eat these fish. I've seen some release, but most of them take them and eat them. I'm not into fishing. Not really a thing I'm knowledgeable on. It's okay. If there's fish biting, it's cool. If there is no fish biting, it's not cool. Yeah, they need to redo this. I don't know why they're not. Put a fence around it, put some benches in. The thing that they never put in on all these parks, some of them have it, but an enclosure to stand in the sun to get some shade. Like the parks around Louisville have them. A couple other ones too, but I think that's the big thing they missed on that new wharf. They didn't add any kind of, there's nowhere to escape the sun when it's the middle of the day. And trust me, you don't want to be standing underneath the sun. It's killer. It's like 95 degrees today. There's Loti's Hotel. Korean brand. I guess it's a pretty good hotel. I don't know. I can never understand why a hotel wouldn't put a balcony in. In other countries, I get it. I think you can get a balcony on the premium ones on the very top. Whew, lightheaded again. Time to just get back home. Oi. Charlie. Yeah, this looks atrocious. They got that brand new park over here, this nice new walking path, brand new bridge, and then this. Or just pull it out altogether. This looks like this used to be a landing port, from what I can tell. Probably some kind of landing port. The new bridge does look dope. I think they did a pretty good job on that. Pretty usable too to walk over. If these apartments were done, I would probably move into one of these because it's about the same walk from the bridge to over where I'm at in Golden River. It's very similar. I think this took me like 5 minutes longer. And what's 5 extra minutes? Then I'd still have access to everything. But these ones here are pretty expensive. They were like $800 for a 1-bedroom. And they don't go tall enough. I want to be at least 40 floors up. 30 floors up. Another guy fishing, a couple of fishing. I'll show you the subway stop over here. The Bason subway stop. You can see the completion is nearly done. They're finishing out the penthouses at the very top of the Mastery's project. It's funny how the building looks identical to the Vin homes, and then just the outside's a little different. They went with a square look, which I don't know is the greatest idea. I probably would have went with that ramp. You know, those rounded rooms on Golden River are the most sought after. It gives you like a 180 panorama. More than that, it gives you a nice panorama view though. I don't know why they cut that out and made it a square. Probably to just have a different look. It's beyond me how you're selling a product that is identical. Like when I'm walking around with the lady, like I'm super knowledgeable about Vin Homes Golden River. And the lady that showed me the Mastery's project figured that out pretty quickly. And you know, I explained to her that I've seen like 100 units in Golden River, and she's walking me through them, and I'm like, this is the exact same apartment I have. It's just got better lipstick on. And you're telling me it's worth triple of what mine is? Just because it's got a marble bathroom? I'm like, I'm not too sold on this. And anyway, she took me around for a couple hours. She showed me all the different sizes and stuff, and we got to talking. And I'm like, so who's buying these? I'm like, I bet you it's not any even rich Vietnamese. She's like, very few. She's like, less than 1%. She's like, almost all of the first building is Hong Kongs and rich expats. A lot of Hong Kong bought this project, which is surprising because I usually don't bump into too many Hong Kongers in Saigon. If you're a Hong Konger in Saigon that watches my channel or comes here on vacation, holler at me in the comments section. I'm just curious to see. I could see some guys buying it from Seoul, but I think the price point's even too high for them. That's expensive real estate. We got a crazy lady up there. Crazy guy, could be lady, guy, lady. Can't tell from here. This is where all the kids skateboard. So this is the access to the bridge. You just walk up the staircase. Like kids like to come hang out on this staircase and talk and stuff. Motorbike drivers park under here with a cot and take a nap. You can see them over there. So we'll talk about the subway on the last part of the video. I really don't think it's planned very well. It seems like they're already making it and like knowing not too many people are going to use it. Like it almost has that style of thought into it, which blows my mind. Like what parts did the Japanese make and design on this thing? The way I read it is Japanese has a lot of the engineers in the design, but who would design an entrance and exit this small? If you've ever been in a major city with a metro, that is about half the size it needs to be. You could have bumped out this sidewalk more over on this side. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay. It's gigantic. Turtle area. So yeah, lots of sprinklers are starting to show up in Vietnam now. So this is part of the subway. So again, oddly, this subway area is huge. So I think it goes underground here. This is where it starts to go underground, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the metro comes up from over here, and then it starts to go underground. And then I think it goes all the way underground to the cathedral. It keeps going underground, and then comes back up somewhere after that. Oh. They're already on the 4th floor, 5th floor on this one. This is a different building by a different company. This isn't a Master East. I forget what this is, but I think it's a mall or a office building. Because what they're gonna try to do, they're gonna try to tie in all this busy stuff like Winway, and then this all in the one thing. Woo. I'm gonna take a nap when I get home, actually. That's the first time I've ever had this happen to me. I haven't gotten heat exhaustion. I don't even know, 10 years. I think it's heat exhaustion. Oh yeah, it's office buildings, if I remember right. Alright guys, the rest of the walk, there's really nothing to see. That is the video. Thank you for going on this 4K walk with me. If you want to like the video, that's cool. If you want to comment, that's great. If you want to subscribe and be part of the notification crew, hit that bell, smash it to all, and you'll get notified every time a video comes out. Thank you for watching. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.